Tune in now, tune in. Station with the best music, best music. I love the best music.
Too many radio stations, you need just one. I see you looking at you hard to impress. No, then you found me. Drop radio. Tell you if I drop nine, best of. It's the Bianca Burwell. You gonna listen to sports, listen to shit. Who you got for your radio? Got you entrepreneur, make for radio rock. From Atlanta to the Cayman, the internet came and now the East and the West both love what you're saying. And if you not keep it dead, it feels like I'm afraid you send me the blood. Play out with the old one, in with the new one. Beat drops radio, beat drops radio. Yes, if I said you got kids in the night, minimize it. You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show, the TheBeatDropsRadio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, the new beat of Atlanta. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I apologize, I'm late. So, thank you, Fresh.
Yes.
What's going on, man?
We got a lot happening in the world of sports. We got Cactiles here. So about to get this show going.
Yes, indeed.
No further delay.
right. Community gut check. We have Gerald Rose and here. So Mayor Bill just walked in. Watch out for the camera because it almost fell over. Right? All right, and sports and language times. I know we have some updates on the thing going on with Tony Stewart and all of that, so I'm looking forward to that. And also, we have artist Levina live. It's going to be coming on coming up at the 4 o'clock hour. So let's go get on into it, Mr. Doug Lehman.
Let's get it going.
Oh man, keep it like right
Wide
here
open Wednesday.
on the Bianca Burwell Show cameo. Shake your pants, keep it up.
What y'all remember about that sheep and fruit?
Come on, that's Door Street Seacourt. What was that club on Door Seacourt?
Oh,
But everything was good back then. Wasn't no violence going on. Everybody was in their cars in the parking lot playing loud music. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, what was that? I can't remember what it was. Oh, that shows a sign of being old.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
I was like, you said, what was that? I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
I know.
Your brothers never know.
No, I remember the spot. I'm saying the name of it. I don't remember that.
Your brothers used to pop lock back then at the spot.
Yes, they did. Camelot.
Fun days.
That brings back a whole lot of memories.
Right.
You know, the arcade on the arcade that was on Door Street.
Right.
The community center off of Nebraska, where the community center was. Man.
So what were you, 7 years?
Way back. What community center?
Oh, you know about the community center. Don't play. This was a spot that all of us used to be at.
Well, I'm just trying to relate to the song. The song came out about 78, 79.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay. The song, I was like, man, we just started reminiscing. Remember when?
Good old days, though.
Oh,
Good
man.
old days.
You are tuned in to the Bianca Burwell Show. The phone number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223. That is the calling number. If you want to see anything that's happening as it happens, just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on Watch Live, and you'll be able to join in the conversation. The Q&A box is open if you have any questions, want to chit-chat, or you just want to sit there and listen. That's all right with me. You might have some friends that about to walk away from their smart device, or maybe they just don't know. I don't know how to listen. Just dial 401-347-0418. That is the listen line right here. You can use that 24/7. In the building, we have the CEO and founder of New Order National Human Rights Organization, Gerald Rose, and we also have Miss Ethel Harris. I believe that she is over the youth with the organization. Mayor Bell's in the back. He's trying to not smile, y'all.
Yeah, because you know I'm going to get beat up because you said I was over the youth.
Oh.
You better clear that up, Ethel.
Yeah. Shona swears and the EP is over.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
You're going to be reporting.
I'm going to be reporting, yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. So, you know, it's been a while since we've seen one another, and there's a lot of things that's been happening in the news. And one of the things that I didn't want to do, at least I didn't want this media outlet to be one of the ones that talk about situations, circumstances like Ferguson and things of that nature, and, you know, talk about it for about 2 weeks and then done. You know, and I was wondering, you know, had you all heard any of the latest that has gone on, and if you can talk about that.
Well, basically, the memorial that Michael Brown had at Ferguson, someone actually put it on fire.
I'm sorry, what?
You're talking about Ferguson, Missouri, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody put the memorial site on fire.
Somebody burned it down.
Now, I'll be honest with you, go both ways. Some white person could have did it, some black person could have. Because they had a city council meeting, I think, last night. They concerned that the city officials not being involved more in the case. So when this verdict go down and question the officer, it's not even being indicted. They talking about 2000 next year or something. So yeah, I don't know what the holdup is.
It was like January 2013. They postponed something.
2013.
Yeah. I mean, 2015. I'm tripping. I'm looking at stuff. Work with me, y'all. I got the stuff all up in front of me. Yeah, 2015, January.
It's just sad when you see the mother. You know, the mother was in town the other day.
Here?
Yes.
No, I didn't know.
The mother and the father was here in Atlanta. Al Sharpton was here, and they're trying to pass a law that all police officers wear
a
camera on their uniform. So they're on a tour. I think it's a good idea.
Do y'all think it'll hinder the officers from being able to do their job?
No. It'll still be covered up on them.
You think so?
Yeah, I saw an episode on Rookie Blue.
On Rookie Blue?
And they had on ABC where they were having the cameras on, and you know they were showing how they had to wear them for a week.
Really?
But there's more Hollywood drama inside. I know we're talking real now, but the point is, you know, you got certain things you might want to turn it off. Certain things they need to keep it on.
Malfunction going on.
Right. Go back to the tape.
The battery died. I don't know. Right? When did it happen?
Yeah, they're on a tour. On a U.S. tour. They're going around different cities. They want to start it here because this is the birth of Martin Luther King.
Right.
So they brought it to here in Atlanta first.
that's pretty cool. I'm glad to hear about that. I know previously that Trayvon Martin's mother had reached out to her. You know, just I think it was like just a little letter, just to basically sharing it and telling her that she understood exactly what she was going through.
And also, we don't forget about the Jordan Davis case.
Yes.
You know, the guy is back in court now being retried. There was some information came out today as well. So we don't want to forget about that as well.
So,
the guy that was playing music too loud in Florida, and he was found guilty of murder, but he was found guilty of not guilty.
Not guilty of it was attempted was on the other people that was in the van, but he wasn't charged with anything against Jordan Davis.
Right, which I don't understand. So that's in the news as well.
Right. Yeah. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that is what y'all here for. Sometimes, you know, you lose track or you try to figure out what's going on or if anybody has any updates, and I appreciate that because, you know, sometimes you're not able to grab a hold of everything. That's right. You know, and which is why I enjoy when you guys come in. Because I know we're going to get updated on the community. Like I said, that gut check, like, what, where you at? So tell me what's going on in the world of New Order.
Well, why don't we get with the youth, let Ethel, if you don't mind, a little youth update outreach. They're doing a wonderful job. So I figured that we need to kind of mix it up a little bit, have someone from the youth department come in and give an update, and I go ahead and give an update for the human rights.
Okay, well, yeah, we do have several things going on. Of course, the Golf Classic fundraiser, which is coming up October the 17th, and that's going to be at the Southland Golf Club at 5695 Rosewood Place in Fairburn, Georgia. And you can do online registration, or you can register on the day of the event, and that's going to start at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 in the a.m. Yeah, and the registration fee is $85, and part of that will go to the New Order National Human Rights Youth Foundation. Okay. Also, Shauna Swearington, who is the Vice President of New Order, and Ronald Dow, who is the Youth Director, and myself is on a committee in South Fulton. So we're going to be dealing with troubled youth there. We visit the school, what's the name of the school?
No.
No, that's about the ombudsman. I don't do the ombudsman. Yeah. We do the ombudsman program every Tuesday. Randa Copeland is over that program, and so we do visit the Cobb County Ombudsman program every Tuesday. But the committee that's in South Fulton, it's basically for the South Fulton area. But we're not going to just stay in South Fulton. We're going to spread it out, but it's the birth of it. Excuse me, is in South Fulton. Okay. So we're real busy. We have a meeting every Monday at 4:00 p.m. With that committee, and so we're excited about that. Looking forward to see what we can accomplish. Going to do some behavioral assessments. Yeah,
that's all right.
And
that's all you.
Mentoring.
Is that all you?
That's all you.
All you. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Yeah, that's all you.
I say that sometimes when some of the folks are listening like that.
Kind of explained the other day where y'all went throughout the city to hand out bag lunches to homeless people.
Oh, yeah. Shauna Swearington, Ronald Dow, who is the youth director, and myself went downtown to pass out lunches, bag lunches to the homeless. We began under the bridge around from Grady. Can't remember the name of the street. I think it's Auburn Avenue. I'm not sure. And we started at that location, and then we went to another location over off of Trinity Avenue, and so
that was all right.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
That's part of our youth and outreach program.
But that's all right.
We're going to be doing that.
We took a show on the road.
Yeah. We went out into the streets, and so we're going to be doing that every week in the future. We'll be doing it every week.
On a weekly basis. Have you all partnered with other organizations that help as far as donations for food or?
The Fountain of Youth has made donations. Does anybody else make donations? Fountain of Hope. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking youth. The Fountain of Hope. Fountain of Youth. I found it. No, but yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the Fountain of Hope has been great at donating food products for us to carry out that mission, and we're very thankful to them.
Yeah, great organization.
Yeah,
great organization, and I was glad and pleased to see the things that I saw when I went there. You know, and that they're continuing, and that people are you know, still making donations, right?
Right. And the good thing about that, why we take the show on the road, because everybody can't make it to the headquarters.
Right.
So when Shauna told me they were going to be going out into the streets, I was like, that was a good idea. But I'm thinking just one location. I'm on Facebook. They on Auburn. They on Trinity. They on this. I'm like, wow. But it's doing the work. That's what we're doing. We're doing the work.
We had to find the people.
That's right.
We had to find the folks.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with getting out there and you know, helping the people that need help, and also offering other kind of services too. You know, because it's all right to help folks, you know, give them a meal, but also you know, the things that they need to sustain, you know, day to day and move forward and progress with their lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we did pass out sheets and toiletries also. And we're in need of blankets. We had people asking for blankets, so we're in need of blankets. So if anyone has any blankets, coats, or anything like that to donate, we welcome them. And
should they take it to Fountain of Hope?
You can take it to
the
New Orleans headquarters.
Okay, all right. And where's the, can you give the address?
829 Hollywood Road, Atlanta, Georgia 30018.
One more time.
829 Hollywood Road, Atlanta, Georgia 30018.
That's all right there. Yeah, they be like, I don't know where they at.
But I can say that from across America, from Ohio, of course, Atlanta members in the Youth and Outreach Department, even in Michigan, we have a young lady that's doing great work. As you can see,
I saw pictures online of some up in Toledo.
As far as
they might have been like some older pictures. Maybe I was just late looking.
Now, what picture are you talking about?
When you all went up there the last time.
It was a great many of pictures I saw. The Toledo's finest parked on the side of the street, and the media out on the lawn.
Oh, okay, yeah. You talking about some stuff shows that we've been doing this for a while. You know, I'm still trying to remember what pictures you're talking about. Only thing Facebook has did is put new order out what we've been doing, but we've been doing this for a while. You know, as far as the Human Rights Department, Bianca, we've been very, very busy. We was working on a case in Oxford, Mississippi. We're still working on a case where a young man was misidentified, and the police beat him up bad. And the city police found the sheriff department that actually did it. But when the city police arrived, they found out there was the wrong guy. It was misidentity. And making a long story short, we got involved with the situation. We had a conference call with the sheriff and the chief of police, letting them know that we can't stand that. That could have been another Michael Brown. You know, things like so. We do have an attorney on that end. Now we are working on the case here in Austell, Georgia, where a young 18-year-old man. I can't really get into it because there's a legal matter going on. But an 18-year-old young man was beat up bad by two white Caucasians that they took the law in their own hands, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I do.
And basically, I'm not satisfied with that because you can't just do that and just get away with it.
No, is that the picture that I saw?
That is correct. I went to the hospital today, and I cried. You know, I see that when Rodney King got beat up out, you know, and things like that. When you in a room where the young man hair is half shaved off, he's bleeding from the brain. I mean, his eyes is all beat up. You know, I was like, I couldn't take it because how can I speak on it and not be there to witness this? Because I am going to be holding a press conference tomorrow to ask why these people that did this is not even being arrested or detained.
Oh, they're not doing anything?
That's correct. So
did it?
That is correct. So Captain Adcock from Cobb County, I don't know how he found out I was going to be on the radio because he called me right before a guy and said, what station you going to be on? But I told him. So Captain Adcock, how you doing? But anyway,
where's he at?
Cobb County, he's the captain of Austell. And I let them know that it's about to hit the airways. And I told him I'm not going to, that's in Mapleton. Oh, is he online? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. But anyway, wow. But I'm just concerned on why whoever did this, pistol whipped him, you need to be investigated. You need to be questioned. You know, so the young man was in the wrong on something that I disagree with, but at the same time, it's something else that I'm concerned about. And I need some answers immediately.
Wow.
You know, you just can't take the law in your own hands, because
No,
if I did that,
right. Under the jet.
I wouldn't be here today.
Right.
Oh, it'd be all on TV.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Especially you.
Right. Not just me, just because of the color of my skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people wonder why this hasn't hit the airways, but it will hit the airways tomorrow.
Yeah. When I looked at that picture, I said, my goodness. I mean, you know, like his eyes were swollen.
He put his hands up. He thought it was the police. He put his hands up. Empty your pockets. Calling them the N-word several times. You know, and I'm like, wow. It could have been another Michael Brown. But at the same time, he put himself in a situation that he shouldn't have been, but still no excuse for what happened to this young man, period. So I can't really get into because there.
Yeah, sometimes people, you know, I don't know what happened as far as that, but, you know, sometimes our, you know, somebody asked me something, I'm just express it. And what they made mention of, they were like, does whooping your children help? I said, yeah, it does. Yeah. They're like, no, it doesn't. It teaches them fear. I said, no, yes, it does, especially when it's instilled. And we're not talking about beating, right? We're not talking about abusing, right? We're talking about discipline.
That's right.
When they're a year and a half, 2 years old, they understand no.
That's right.
You pop that hand, no. Right. They know not to. They want to keep putting that little hand up there. They gonna get towed up. That's right. You know, and they know how to behave and sit down when they're going out of public. That's right. You know, and once you instill that, you don't have to keep doing that as they get older because it's instilled at a younger age. You know, but those that have felt as though that's not necessary are usually the ones that don't have control of their children, that are disrespectful to authority. They're the ones causing the issues in the classrooms, and not only are they disrupting, you know, or don't care about their education, but they're disrupting all of the others that's in the classroom. Plus, the teacher got to pay attention to them. Your one child not being disciplined and respecting authority affects hundreds of people that's around them on a constant basis. But on top of that, when it comes to the point where they are in the street and walking down the street, and the police tell them to shut their mouths, and they already have no respect for authority, what is that called when the police beat them down?
Right. We just got.
Are we teaching them harm? No, you're teaching. No, they're gonna beat them down because you didn't. That's true. And they funneling straight to the you know, courts and jails. I'm just saying.
I believe in whoopings. I don't believe in child abuse. I remember several times my mom and dad say, "Go get that switch."
Man,
you know,
you better not come with no small nothing either.
That's right. That's right.
With
So I know
little twig. Yeah. Here you go. Oh, that's it right there.
So I understand because you feared your parents. These days, kids don't even fear their parents. You know, in Ohio, I was talking to Chris Adams. The parents can't even go up to the school, like just pop up.
Yes. You can't come to the
it's something I'm gonna do some more research on that. I wish Christopher Adams called in, but he told me that they can't even go up to the school. So I don't know. You know how parents used to just pop up and you sign in the principal office. You can't do that.
Why? Something had to happen.
So they're taking our rights, and then our kids get in trouble.
And then they want to look at you.
Right.
How come you ain't really?
Right.
But if I whoop they behind, you talking about I'm brought up on charges.
Remember they used to paddle in school?
Yeah, I will never forget Mr. Jackson at Mount Vernon Elementary School.
Big High, Junior High School. Remember that?
Yeah,
Dean, remember that?
Yeah. And I mean, you know, those
he
things
really look at Doug over there laughing. You know what I'm talking about?
Those things are indelible. You know, you
need that.
Remember that? Yes. Because you know, I remember Mr. Jackson. When Mr. Jackson would say, you know, you doing stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing or talking when you're not supposed to be talking, especially in the cafeteria, because I was real vocal in there.
Right.
Bianca, get on the wall. And you know that's your warning, right? That's your warning. Right. You stand on the wall. Then somebody else had to get on the wall who me and her did not get on.
Right.
Right? She talking, I'm talking, she talking, I'm talking. Upstairs, everybody was like, ooh, because they knew.
You remember even walking down the hallway, you see the principal coming, and they were like, ooh, be quiet.
Right.
And he's not even paying no attention to you, but that's just the fear that we had with the principal.
They
go Principal North.
You walk up and they just automatically straight.
Yes.
Automatically. Now they like call my mom, call my dad. Yep. What they gonna do?
You are right about that.
They don't have no
No fear.
Us, they say I'm gonna call your mama. Hold on. I'm cool.
Please don't call mama.
My mama gotta come up here. She had to leave work. She's already told me. Everybody about to see that beat down.
Right.
In the school.
Everybody be looking like,
You know, I'm just saying that those things are necessary, and you know, the discretion. We're not talking about child abuse and beating down and killing children. That's not what we're talking about. You know, and all of us have dealt with that. I'm talking about our generation and those a little older than us. And then we look at first the kids having kids, and then them, you know, not really having all the instruction that they need, trying to raise another child, and then they don't have any type of respect for authority. I mean, it just cycles over to where it's just ridiculous. You know, just saying.
That's what's going on, man.
That is what's going on.
Gut check.
Yeah.
Like you say, gut check, right?
Yeah.
Need to gut check our children.
Yeah, we do.
You know, so I'm going through a situation with my son right now. So I'm praying for that. It's just, you know, it makes me stronger, you know, what I'm going through, but, you know, I got a very negative message on my Facebook page, you know, about a couple of days ago when I posted all about this NFL stuff, what's going on. Miss Joan Rick, a public relations director, I got to give her a shout out. She does a lot of the PR and she's doing a wonderful job, but I had posted something about the NFL. And of course, you know, somebody said, well, your son got some issues going on, you know. That happens. But it makes you go stronger, you know. But I can say that I want to. My daughter, who was expecting next month, I'm excited about her. She had a baby shower on this past Saturday.
You better be a grandpa,
Yeah,
y'all.
so I'm excited about her. So, you know, I'm hoping to be another, you know, activist coming up. She keep laughing. I said, no, Daddy, that ain't gonna happen. The curse is stopping right here. We're not having that.
The chain is
Stop
broken.
it.
The chain is broken right here.
So I'm
It's
just
just be
excited.
5 years old and rallying on the partners. We need more cookies. I don't know what's going on up in here. I don't know what's happening. We're gonna call your granddaddy. He in here rallying
I remember I sent her some money the other day, right? And they told me on the MoneyGram that, because she didn't have her ID at the time, and that they give you a text question.
Okay.
And she called me and said, Daddy, they wouldn't give you the money. I said, what? I said, put him on the phone. Put him on the phone. I said, when I sent the money, you supposed to ask my daughter a text question. She supposed to answer. What is the problem? It's on there. She said, well, she forgot to tell them. But she said, Daddy, you're a trip. Because I was about, you know, money ain't going to be sitting there.
Right.
You know, I was about to go off. You know, so you got to stay on top of things.
Yeah,
you know, so
you do.
You got to be careful. But I'm just excited. So.
But we got that and much more that we're going to be talking about. And like I said, at the top
Look at Mary Bell. They over there laughing.
at the top of the hour, we're going to be talking to artist Levina Live. And do your phone interview. Just let y'all know. Sports Olympics turn after that. And we're going to be talking a lot more with New Order, National Human Rights Organization. So keep it right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. We'll be back after this. You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the TheBeatDropsRadio, your top 1 Poppin' R&B station. The new beat of Atlanta, and always, I love talking to new artists, W Fresh.
Yes, yes you do.
And we got one that we're going to get on line. Matter of fact, we're going to call her right now and get her on the line. Really? They say, are we doing Google Voice? We're doing Google Voice.
Yes.
Should we say the TheBeatDropsRadio? How about that?
Just did.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. But that's it. I hope it's the right number. No. Hello? Hey, I don't know why you guys sound so far away. We are live on the radio right now. The Bianca Burwell Show, the calling number is 404-826-9223. The listen line is 401-347-0418.
Check us out on the TuneIn app at your leisure.
Yeah, definitely. Uh-oh. There we go. We are live on the air right now on the Bianca Burwell Show. Everybody heard that. How you doing, Miss Lady? I'm doing pretty good. Miss Levina, I appreciate you for, number one, allowing us to reconnect again from the mishap that took place on last weekend. You know, we had so much stuff happening at BET Hip Hop Awards weekend. And we were, like, everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, we completely forgot about it. We put everything on auto. So we appreciate you for working with us and agreeing to come on today. Yes, indeed. So we see that you are born in the boroughs of New York City, the Bronx. And you've been singing since the age of 3. Is that what it is? Is it Brooklyn or the Bronx? The Bronx, all right. You know, we got a whole following down here in the Atlanta area for the Bronx. Matter of fact, they have Bronx Day weekend every year here. Have you been? No.
No, I haven't heard the Bronx cheer, but I know that you've got a lot of musical influences coming out of the Bronx. Good stories to tell.
Yeah, definitely. So let me ask you, what I see that you've been singing since you were 3 years old. You know, but can you tell me, you know, what was it like coming up, and who were the influences that you had coming up?
Well, one of the things that I've read in the research is that you really get into poetry. You started writing poetry like when you were 15. Does that have a direct influence on your musical career? I mean, being able to be a lyricist, being able to write poetry. How did that influence? I mean, you're an artist of all levels.
Definitely. I mean, I started out writing poetry before I even knew I could write songs. I could always sing, but I didn't really know that I could tell my story in a melodic way until I really started writing poetry. So that gave me the room to kind of think around and say how I wanted it to sound. And poetry, you don't rate it to anything, it can just be nothing in your head. So it was even more creative for me to come. Things like that, because I'm literally because it's very real. Poetry comes from a really real place. So it's still the same thing to me, just with a beat that goes with it.
Definitely, I feel you on that one. So how would you describe your style? After saying all of that, and how would you describe your style? If somebody were to come to one of your shows, what would you want them to come away with? What kind of experience?
What I can say is that I'm interacting with me, everybody that meets me. I'm just a very real person, very humble, and my EP is just basically about being human and about having highs and lows and light and love. And when it comes to shows with, relating to me or like accepting that or I don't have to that, I don't have to do that. Just like I want it to be all around because I'm human and I go through what everybody goes through.
Right.
I'm able to put it in a poetic form, a creative form, but that doesn't mean, that I'm not human at the end of the day, so I still want people to relate to me.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wow. I see you covered a lot of artists. Let me ask you, with indie artists that are coming up, we see a lot of like YouTube videos and things of that nature to help build up the base or the followers. Do you find that being something that is helpful for artists, or do you think that hurts an artist? Oh, I'm about to say, I think we lost her. With I see that you covered like a wide range of artists like Drake and Bianca. Do you think, and I see a lot of new or indie artists that have gone the route of covering artists and putting up YouTube videos. Do you think that that's like a really good way to get a fan base, or build one, or do you think that helps indie artists, or that hurts or helps indie artists?
It's really all about how you approach it. For me, doing cover songs, that was just a way to have people relate to me instead of just throwing out my original songs out there and just hoping that people would listen. Doing the cover songs is a way for people to get familiar with my voice. I use those popular artists, the songs, that I know they're going to know. So I definitely think it helps me in a way, and it helped me pave the way to put my original music out there and people be familiar with my voice and know what to expect, because even with the cover songs that I did, they were all really versatile. There's not one cover that sounds like the next. I made sure to pick very distinct artists because that's the type of person I am. I don't want to just be put in a box, and I don't want to allow anyone to make me feel like I have to stick to one genre because that's not who I am.
That's pretty cool. I think that's a valid point there.
No, obviously you're evolving and doing your own thing, I guess, to find your style, whether you're doing collaborations through video or doing your thing. I'm just impressed that you've been doing the interview circuit. What's the next thing? I know you're releasing an EP. What if there's one artist that you could work with that you haven't collaborated with yet? I'm sure you've got some things in the works. Is there anybody that you would like to work with, whether dead or alive? If you could do that, who would you like to work with?
Right now, I think I'm really excited about working with Levina because she impressed me so much mentally. So it encouraged me a lot. So, I don't know, I'm just blown away by his physical composition and everything that he put together. So someone loves to sit down and just create something major with him, because I feel like he has crazy potential to be like an icon.
That's hot. That's hot. Well, we got a song that we want to play, written by yourself, performed by yourself. But can you tell us a little bit about what went into? We're going to be playing Venom. What was the inspiration or the thought behind this song?
Well, Venom was actually one of the first songs that I ever wrote. And I talk about love being kind of poisonous. Like when you want to get out of your system, it's not that you kind of like poison. You have to go through a process to get it out of your system, out of your body to recover from that. And so love can kind of be that way sometimes, and you want to get over it. It's not that easy as a snap of a finger. It's something as a process. It takes months, it takes years, it takes, you don't know how long sometimes. So that's what fun was about. And I just came up with a creative way to say that, I guess.
Okay, that's cool. Before we play the song, can you give everybody your contact information, how they can find you, follow you, book you, all of that?
I am Levina Live on Twitter, LVINALY, on Facebook with my fan page. I'm on Instagram for shows and bookings, all that good stuff. It's UMA at UMA-marketing.com. And that is where pretty much interviews, all that good stuff, so people are looking for that. And I think that pretty much covers it all.
You know what? I can't.
Levina Live.
That's hot. I can't, Doug. I can't let her go without asking about the name. Her name.
Ask her.
Where did the name come from? Where did Levina Lie come from? Is that your real name?
So it actually is the name that I chose to my identity. And that has a sense of meaning for me, and it's basically something that I feel applies to everybody, that everybody goes through. That sometimes people we're strong when we really can't find a reason to be strong. We tell people we're okay when we're really not okay. It's the things that we do to get by, to cope. We don't want people to think we're weak. We can't be weak, not in this day and age. So it's just always trying to keep fingers dried up, which everyone has to do sometimes to get by. And that's what living a lot is, something that is very true. It's not a negative thing. It's not a you think with yourself or you think with other people. No, it's like you real with yourself and being able to embrace that you are that way and let things happen. So.
Well, we have I think we got time. We have a caller on the line. I'm not sure, I'll be honest with you, exactly who it is and what they're about to say, but, you know, let's see what happens. You are on the air live with Living Alive and Bianca Burwell. What's your name? What's your question? Looks like they just want to sit there. You on the air live? All right. Well, when somebody realizes how to or figures out how to work their phone, maybe they'll call back. That's what we'll do. All right, man, Living Alive. That's pretty cool, and that's dope. All right, I'm gonna let you throw to your song, and we're gonna play it right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. Go ahead, introduce it. We're gonna run it. We appreciate you, lady, and we'll be talking to you soon. All right? Yes, indeed. Have a good one.
You know the music. Doug Lehman.
Time to put it to you in layman's terms with your Beat Drops Radio Sports Update. As always, we've got a lot of stuff going off the field instead of on the field in the news. Got a lot of short, quick stories, and I want to get right to it.
Yeah.
We've talked enough ad nauseum about Ray Rice and domestic abuse and Adrian Peterson, allegedly beating his child and all that sort of things.
All that kind of stuff.
What's happened in the news that's kind of gotten second play is Hope Solo, which is the goalie for the United States women's soccer team. Hope has been accused of assaulting her 17-year-old nephew and her half-sister in an altercation that took place back in July, but that's kind of been under the shadow of all the other assaults going on. And now the media wants more information. Why is she still playing for the team? Why isn't she been pulled? Why are we flipping the script? Because she's a woman or whatever? Who knows? But the bottom line is that's hitting the news. And today, through Facebook and the media, Hope Solo said, I am innocent. I will be cleared of all these charges, and that information will come out shortly. So her trial date is set, I believe, in November. But a lot of commentators are saying that she should be suspended for playing too, just like the other athletes. I don't know what to think on that. She did whip her 17-year-old nephew, so man up. Anyway, moving on. The Pittsburgh Pirates are back in the baseball playoffs again, year 2. Remember they were out for a 21-year hiatus?
Yeah.
They clinched a playoff spot last night against the Atlanta Braves as they defeated the Braves 3-2, and now the Pittsburgh Pirates are back in the playoffs again. As a Pittsburgh Pirate fan, I just had to report this. I'm excited for the team. I'm excited they did it to the Braves how they should have been done. They should have called them their son. Pretty much happy that the Pirates did work the Braves 3-2. The Braves are looking for a new general manager, as we reported a few days ago, and it looks like it's going to go to the interim general manager, John Hart. Now, another baseball story. I got a few of them coming.
Do you think?
31-year-old career minor leaguer Gilder Rodriguez finally got called up to the major leagues. He's been in the minor leagues for 13 years. 13.
How long are you supposed to be?
Well, he's stayed the test of time. The good thing is he got called up at 31 years of age.
Well, dang.
And he had 2 hits and one of the game-winning hits.
But I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Well, this is just a heartwarming story because he's mentored some of these guys. Let the guy have a shine. I mean, it's a story because he was in the minor leagues. He's 31. He's been in the minor leagues for 13 years. So
he was dedicated.
His family was on site. They had a
great.
standing ovation. They poured a Gatorade on his head, and he was a contributing factor.
That's good.
13 years, stayed the test of time, got called up to the big leagues.
He said, my big break is coming soon.
After 1,095 minor league games,
I'm going to hold on. It is coming.
It is coming.
Change.
A change is coming.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Moni Davis, we talked about her, the Little League young lady pitcher, 13-year-old. Moni Davis is rocking the world with Little League baseball.
Yeah.
Well, her Little League jersey is going to be inducted into Cooperstown and the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. So all the recognition that she was doing in the Little Leagues, they're taking it to Cooperstown and giving her a little shine in the Hall of Fame, which is, I think, is a nice story.
That's cool. That's cool.
Last week we reported with the Atlanta Hawks and all the turmoil they got going with the ownership and the owner being fired for writing that letter, and then we got a general manager talking about saying some racist comments. Danny Ferry was saying the fact that he's an African and this, that, and the
all that
other.
craziness.
Well, he met with Magic Johnson yesterday.
Really?
And Magic and him had a good conversation, supposedly, and Magic has accepted his apology. And so he's endorsed by Magic Johnson. Danny Ferry we're talking about it. So that story is going on. The story that's really odd is developing would be this, and there's so many facts, and I've been trying to get my hands around it. Saturday night, Rob Baronis, he's a football kicker, used to be for the Tennessee Titans, outside of Nashville, had a fatal car crash Saturday night. He's also the son-in-law of Hall of Fame quarterback Terry Bradshaw. This guy was the all-time leading scorer for Tennessee Titans in kicking. Right? So anyway, he had a fatal car crash. But what happened that night, he left his house around 10:30 at night, reported missing, according to his wife. He got in some altercations while he was driving. He pulled up to two college students in a car, and I'm trying to clarify their names. They were at an intersection, and the young man rolled down his window and said, "Look, we want to let you know, sir, that your exhaust pipe is doing a lot of smoke, and some bad things are coming out of your pipe.
Right.
Well, the former kicker said, basically, I will kill you and everybody in that car. And the guy was like, say what? And then he said it to him again. Next thing you know, high speed chase pursuits. They're going about 100 miles an hour. He's trying to swipe him off the road. And the young college students actually were able to pull off the side of the road and avoid getting swiped.
That is crazy.
So, gets a little deeper. There's another report. A 911 call came out, and I'm getting all the facts on this, so please work with me.
Yeah.
There's another call, the same altercation where another couple, he tried to pull off the side of the road in a 911 call. And that happened about 2 minutes before his car went off the road and crashed. So they're looking at the investigation. So basically, he was joyriding and angry.
Yeah.
So
that sounds crazy.
You know,
like he might have been on something.
he might have been. It sounds like something. They're checking it. They say he only had like one beer at home, or who knows what else. I don't know.
Yeah,
But he definitely had a death wish for himself and others. You know, sad to say, but that story is developing as we speak. And that happened Saturday night, so they're getting. This was just reported.
Still gathering on.
More. Probably who else knows who was also in danger. I mean, there's already been 2 cases. I think there might be a 3rd case being developed. There's a lot of names and numbers. Bottom line is that's allegedly coming into fruition on that.
That is some crazy
stuff. Crazy stuff. Remember crazy Ron Artest? He changed his name to Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace.
And now he's known as the Panda Friend. He changed his name to the Panda Friend.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you
now,
got
what is
TPD? He's advertising as TP, the Panda Friend.
What is
So his aspirations are to play basketball in China, where they have a lot of pandas. This story keeps going. It keeps going, all right. So he's changed his name from Meta World Peace.
There's more.
Yeah, wait, there is more. While playing in a pickup league game in Venice Beach, they've got a lot of pro league games that pick up basketball as well.
Yeah.
He broke out the new tennis shoes that he's marketing with panda heads on his shoes, and basically, so I said, but wait, there's more. The shoes actually are detachable panda heads. So his theory is he can pull when he starts the games when he plays in China this coming year. He can pull off the panda head and throw it to his crowd, and that person will be the panda head fan of the game.
Are you serious?
So he's marketing his
what
new
is wrong
shoes.
with, is he married?
I don't know if Ron is or not, or Meta World Peace, or the Panda for whatever you go.
Whoever he is. I just wonder if he's married. Just
At
usually,
least he's not going in stands and causing brawls with people right now.
I'm not mad at that. But if he's married, I'm mad at his wife.
Right.
Get that man together. I mean, I'm just saying, don't have your husband walking around here talking about I'm Meta World Peace. And then
The Panda Friend.
I'm the panda friend.
But he's using that to market to.
I want shoes with panda heads so I can throw them in the crowd. I'm sorry, man. That's the weirdest crap I've ever heard in my life. Matter of fact, the other day in the store, I saw this one kid that had on gorilla shoes. And I took a picture and put it on Instagram. Instagram handle, by the way, is Bianca_Burwell. You can go in there and look at that. Gorilla shoes. I mean, like, it was a gorilla in a T-shirt on the shoe.
Doing her thing. But I don't know if it meets the panda head. Detachable, though.
Yeah, that's detachable. We got the whole detachable thing. Throwing souvenirs in the crowd. Hand over here. Hand over there.
So
can you see that?
I can see it.
All right.
So we'll see what develops there. News breaking information just happened about an hour ago.
Yes.
Tony Stewart situation. He is from a grand jury. He is not being charged with murder or what's it called, vehicular homicide or whatever. Basically, ran over the kid.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, the kid passed away. That kid would be, and I say kid loosely, he's 20-year-old. All respects to Kevin Ward Jr.
Yeah.
So I'm sure some civil suits are to follow. So we're not out of this yet. Well, Tony Stewart's not out of this yet. But the grand jury has found him not guilty of murder in that.
Yeah, I heard it was like a whole, they talked to like several witnesses, several police officers, looked at the video from the track and looked at the video that everybody saw on YouTube. I guess that could have went anyway.
It's hard calling, but there'll be more lawsuits.
You think so?
There's going to be a lot of lawsuits going. We've got so much legal stuff going on in sports. But on a lighter note, we've got college football coming up, and an interstate rivalry game between the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Ohio State Buckeyes is being played in Cincinnati, and this has just made the news in Twitter. Professor Steve Fuller at Cincinnati University of Cincinnati professor,
Yeah.
put out on Twitter, if you wear Ohio State gear in my class, you will fail.
You failing?
And then he put the tweet out and didn't realize that stuff kind of went viral. And then, whoa, he deleted his tweet and he said, joking, just joking. If Ohio State beats Cincinnati, then I will wear Ohio State gear.
But not joking.
No, he wasn't.
He was
For real.
He was serious. He was like,
Well, he's having fun. Come on, man.
Yeah, he wasn't having fun.
Well, the second tweet was fun because he's like, yeah, got caught.
I'm joking.
So,
Didn't mean anything by it.
well,
Buckeyes.
I don't think he's got much to worry about because I think Cincinnati will beat Ohio State, personally.
That's what you think?
Yeah. I mean,
Let's see.
so we'll see.
Let's see how that thing goes out.
And I'm not wearing a
That's
jersey
a
either
big
way.
statement right there, though.
Yeah, I know. But, Ohio State didn't look too impressive in their loss against Virginia Tech, who lost to Georgia.
I'm glad Gerald is going.
And I know that you're happy because I broke down that we got Mayor Bell here, and I know he's happy because we broke down the top 10 in college football that Associated Press and his school is at number 10. Four
Number
teams in
10.
that conference, on the west side of the conference. And SEC West is a beast this year.
That both Mississippi teams are
Ranked.
yeah, definitely ranked. Both of them in the top 15.
And Notre Dame is in at number 8.
Are y'all bragging?
So I'm just saying. Ohio State is not in the top
I
10.
mean, so, I'm glad Gerald
Neither
is
is
not here
Toledo.
right now. See, do you see all this that keeps coming?
Well, see, Gerald is a Wolverine fan.
Yes, he is.
Yes, and judging from how they lost Notre Dame in a shutout and then lost last week to Utah, and they're going to fire the coach. So, yeah, we should have brought that up. But
Yeah, they
I
fired
noticed that
coaches
he's
left
not
and
here. He's moving on to the bigger and better stories, and we just had a little levity with the sports update today, but just some crazy stuff going on. I'm a little tired of the off-field allegations and domestic assaults.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with Hope Solo though. She's a big, strong woman.
Hope
Solo, goalie of the United States
Well,
women's
all right.
team, and she must pack a good punch.
Apparently so. Folks are scared. I'm just
Half sister or nephew. It's a family altercation.
God.
Wonder if she beat them up both at the same time.
Who knows?
It's
But
possible.
she's, fortunately or unfortunately, there's no video on that. But that's making the news because she came out today and said, look, and she's still playing. She's still the captain of the women's team.
And what?
And
And
exactly.
what?
Yeah, she intimidating somebody.
Yeah, somebody.
I mean, she's had enough Hope Solo talk, but she's had a lot of news in her career. She's always been outspoken. One year she was passed over from playing on the team that lost to Brazil, and she flat out dogged the coach and the goalie, saying, "Should have picked me."
Look,
That's
so
not.
they held it down. And they was like, I guess so. We're gonna go ahead and put you on. Might have found some rabbits in some pots or something. I don't know.
Can't we all just get along and be panda friends?
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Ron Artest. Love him though. Locks it up in defense and get that jumper.
Yeah.
Anybody can play both ends of the floor. He's all right with me.
Yeah,
Just don't throw any beer at him.
don't insult the Panthers. Keep it like right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. We'll be back after this. EP&D, you got some shit.
Like how I do my updates and I refer back to the story we talked about as reported on the Beat Drops Radio last week. Breaking news.
That sounds pretty good, but how does it help you? That sounds like a fantastic time for men. What about the ladies? I know some ladies that.
So Sean's still trucking along in his show.
With all this stuff on my face, I could have been out shave all the time.
Yes, you could have. You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the TheBeatDropsRadio. Radio. We want to thank our guest, Levina up there in the Bronx, via phone interview and debuting her song Venom right here on the Bianca Burwell Show, the TheBeatDropsRadio. Radio.
Noticed that you had the Sonic Force kicking in
Yeah.
the break, Bronx Rock to the Planet Rock.
You feel me?
Don't stop.
You know, we try to tie stuff in. At least we try.
Right.
You know, sometimes we make it, sometimes we miss like a clear clipping, but we try to get a little something. We have Mayor Bell, Mark Bell, but Mayor Bell here from New Order, National Human Rights Organization, and we're going to chat with him. And just before I do, I just got to say this because we got a few minutes left. It's a couple of crazy things happening in entertainment right now. I don't know what the heck is going on as far as the marriages, the divorces, the 2-second marriages. You know, we've got Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. Apparently they've been separated for months. I did see the video when he was on Big Boy's show. I think he's out in California.
Yes.
And I saw the video where Big Boy does his, you know, basically name 5 people in the industry that you have relations with. And Nick just was rolling like, hey, you know, it wasn't nothing. Dude, you married. You're not even supposed to roll in that direction. But Mariah was like, I don't like that. And he was just naming them. Of course, he named his wife as one. And he was like, no, you can't name your wife. He said, you ain't say that. No, that's easy. Christina Milian, Kim Kardashian. It was like, Kim Kardashian. He said, yeah, you know. He said, I was one of the first ones. It's just because there's been so many after me, y'all forgot about me. But, I mean, you know, apparently he didn't see any problem with it, but Mariah did. And, yeah, apparently that's a wrap right there. And another thing, Amber Rose, it's just how all these folks are connected. Because you have Nick Cannon, right? Used to be with Kim Kardashian, who is now married to Kanye West, right? And Kanye West used to date Amber Rose. Right?
Right. So
Amber Rose then married Wiz Khalifa. He's a new artist on the scene. And Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa, they had a little baby. And they were married last year. But now, Amber Rose has filed for divorce from her husband of 1 year, Wiz Khalifa, and she is gunning for full custody. And I'm like, golly, what the heck is going on? But she's asking for full custody, y'all. Full legal and physical custody of their 1-year-old son, Sebastian. And she's willing to at least give Wiz visitation. This is interesting. Amber acknowledges there's a prenup, which you should think would work in Wiz's favor, but she says it's valid. Presumably, she's not challenging it. The docs say the prenup provides spousal support. So that's why they split. There's been buzz over the last few days on infidelity, y'all. Infidelity. And apparently, folks are throwing in Nick Cannon's name. Do you see how this is all circling? Is anybody else listening to this situation? But Nick is saying, Nick Cannon is saying, I am not responsible. But, you know, he's basically being tossed around as a trigger for, you know, the divorce that happened between the two. And I don't even know what to say. Nick claims that he only learned about Amber's domestic problems through her lawyers last week when he signed her on as a client.
When Nick signed her on as a client?
Yeah. Nick signed Amber on as a client.
Okay.
That's how he found out about it. That's what he said. That's his story. He's sticking to it. He said he has nothing to do with that. So, you know, Nick says that's what he found out, that her marriage was on the rocks, and only then did the two share breakup stories. They just talked about breakup stories. I'm sorry, man. Whatever, Nick. Whatever you say. And then also, too, you know, real quick, before we roll into the last of the updates, you got Lil Bow Wow that doesn't want to be called Lil Bow Wow anymore. He's grown up. First he was Lil Bow Wow, then he dropped the Lil and was Bow Wow, and now he is Shad Moss. He wants to be called by his name, Shad Moss. No more Lil Bow Wow, and now he's doing this thing on 106 & Park, and, you know, just doing all kinds of stuff. He's appeared in movies. And then you have Love and Hip Hop, that the reality show that started in New York, right? You had Consequence and Jen the Pen and Erica Mena. We had Olivia. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of artists. But Erica Mena was one of the people that was on the cast. She was somebody that was trying to do her thing. And apparently, I mean, she was with, you know, one of the producers, the managers there, you know, and then she went to a lesbian relationship that she thought she wanted to roll that way. Seemed pretty natural. She felt pretty comfortable. And now she's engaged to Bow Wow. Excuse me, Shad Moss. They've only been dating for 6 months, and they announced it last week, big time, during the BET Hip Hop Awards weekend. It took place right here in Atlanta, Georgia. They were on the green carpet. It's supposed to be red carpet, but, you know, now we got all kinds of carpets. As long as you're on the carpet, all the media is right there. And somebody had asked what was going on between her and Bow Wow. She was like, well, we're engaged. And everybody was like, what? Lil Bow Wow? But apparently they've known each other for quite some time, and my daughter was telling me that apparently they've known each other longer than what we saw, because when he did his little song back in the day, Fresh as I Is, she was one of the it girls in the video. So apparently Shad feels like that's the love of his life, and she's got the rock on, and they're
no, she's not taking advice from Nick Cannon. That's okay.
As long as that's not the case, I guess it's all right. So, all right, you know, congratulations. That's all I can say as far as Shad Moss and Erica Mena. But Erica Mena, she's a real loose cannon. I don't understand how those two are gonna, because he's real laid back and she's one of them. Who you talking to? What? You know, acting. Oh, that's just what she does. And that's water and oil right there. But congratulations. Apparently, y'all see it. You know, she has a child and he has a child, and it says that they're anxious to blend their families together. So good luck to you, and I hope it works out. That's my opinion.
All right. We had to get it in.
Yeah, I had to get it in because it was just craziness happening. I was like, I gotta say something. I don't normally, you know, get all into it, but that whole little circle thing of individuals is absolutely crazy to me. It's crazy. So Maribel, on the heels of all the craziness, bring some sanity to the conversation.
Oh.
And you know, I know some more things that Gerald would, you know, want to make sure that all of us were abreast of, and that's going on in the community that I want to get into prior to us leaving for the day.
Well, I don't know how much sanity I can bring to that, because, you know, dealing with what we're dealing with, civil rights, it seems like it's just insanity
All the time.
Right. Across the board.
Okay.
And as you see today, I'm just tired, exhausted.
Yeah, you like, what, you been marching all night? You done marched all the way from Mississippi? You're like, I'm tired, shooting, smoking, and everything. I'm sorry, man, I'm in a silly mode right now.
I feel that way. I feel that I'm marched all the way from Jackson, Mississippi to Atlanta.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, man.
You know,
Maybe if you had some panda shoes.
some panda shoes
You
will
have
make you feel.
some of these right
Oh
here.
man,
Which
maybe
one?
you guys are kidding. I'm looking at Ron Artest, or what's his name?
It's
Panda friend.
the
The
panda
Panda
The
Friend.
panda friend. And his
Shoes.
shoes. The panda head is on there, detachable. There it is.
That is pretty.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I just wonder how many people are going to don those on their feet. This coming season.
Because he's going to be playing in China, right?
Right. Oh yeah, he's marketing.
Yeah, so maybe they
I didn't mean to get away from you talking and stuff.
He's all your
stole the show. But you know,
Show
maybe
killer.
as long as he don't go up into the stand in China,
Yeah.
Because he go and play this stuff over there. We may not be able to get him out by China. You know, unless we go to bombing like we're bombing over there in Syria without.
I know about that.
Well, this is the way I feel. I feel that at this point, it seems like whoever is advising the president is pulling the president into so many different conflicts. You know, they tell him, okay, let's go bomb this. Then the next 3 months, okay, let's go over here and bomb this. You know, and it seems like they're pulling him into conflicts without any clear strategy or, you know, and giving all of these, you know, reasons that might or may not be true. You know, the United States wanted to go into Syria. They've been wanting to go into Syria for a long time.
Okay.
But they could not find a good, legitimate reason to go into Syria.
This is it.
And this is it. This wherever this ISIS group popped up at, you know, gave him or gave the United States a clear-cut reason to go in there without permission. Because they didn't ask the Syrian government, you know, hey, we're gonna go over here and bomb this area. Y'all mind? No.
Do you think that they should have done that? They should have, you know.
Well, I don't think America would take it too kindly for Russia to come over here and start bombing Ferguson or you know any you know bombing the state of Missouri because of what was going on there. You know, I think America would have something to say about that.
Yeah.
So,
I think you're right.
Yeah. So you know, you just can't go into other countries, you know, and especially if they're not directly conflicting with you, you know. But if you've been wanting to go into that country, any little thing that comes up is going, now we can go over there, you know. But see, one of the reasons we couldn't go over there is because Russia was like, no, don't, y'all can't go into Syria. You know, so Russia had Syria back.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I missed that one.
But now what's developed, I mean, this is after the fact, but I think a lot of the countries, Syria, and even Iran, of all these, you know, are all getting on board now because ISIS is just out of control. So, but I know what you're saying. It's, you know, ask for forgiveness later and attack. But now I think it's a whole deeper thing.
It's very deep.
Yeah, so
it's very deep.
Personally, I don't like beheadings of journalists, but
yeah, I think that's the great. Now, how many has it been so far? I know about
another
the two.
one.
Is it the third one?
I think it's the third one.
One just came out, a French.
Yeah.
Now I had heard reports previously that they knew who the individual was as far as the first one.
A British rapper.
Yes.
You know. Now, how do they know that? I have no idea.
Do you think that's they're just blowing smoke?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
We know who it is, but we're not saying anything right now. Then why don't you all go and get that joke?
Right, they can go get him if they, you know
exactly who it is.
You know.
We don't know. Anyway.
So you know his name, you know where he's from, you know where he's at.
Go get him.
Go get him. I mean, you got so many satellites flying, orbiting the Earth.
That GPS thing, you know, you can zero in on a penny from outer space, but you can't find a plane. All right, so
we don't know how accurate it is, huh? So we can't find that plane.
Yeah,
that plane's been missing for quite some time.
Everything is all grainy. You know, almost like UFOs. Have you noticed every picture is grainy?
Yeah, it's always grainy.
That's why it's an unidentified flying object. You can't identify.
We
can't identify
any clear pictures, but you can zoom in on someone. You can have facial recognition. You know, with somebody walking down the street, and all the cameras that they have mounted, they can facial recognition.
Yeah. Unidentified. They need to change it to IFO, identified flying object.
And you know, with the cell phones, you know, anybody can be tracked with these.
You are right.
So
I mean, you are really right about that. They know exactly where. And some of these apps, man, I don't like that. They want to know what your your location is.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Share your location.
I don't want to share with you.
No.
All I want to do is look at what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be all in my business like that.
And they said take your battery out of your phone to make sure it's completely.
Is that not crazy? Now check this out. Now tomorrow is Thursday, okay? And Scandal, the new season is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Shonda Rhimes, she's got a couple things.
I got to make sure I'm gonna
Oh
watch.
man, she's got her new series, How to Get Away with Murder with Viola Davis.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably gonna be another banger.
Oh yeah.
And then you got Scandal. But one thing that she said about things that they think about when they're in their meetings, throwing around different ideas of which way to take the show. She said, somebody said, well, people could probably listen to your conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta take your battery out and set it down. They were like, nah. Then they found out, yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Even if your phone is off,
Yeah, they listen.
they can still listen as if it's a little microphone sitting in your room or wherever that you have to turn it off, take the battery out, and then you good. Is that not crazy?
Oh, it's crazy.
That's the craziest crap.
But that's the reality. And so you can just imagine with what we do on the civil rights end. Just imagine how they tracking us.
Yeah, they can track.
Oh
I
man.
know exactly what
Now, are you planning a scandal party?
Am I? No.
I would like to attend.
I love scat. Oh my gosh, those are the times where I don't want the kids, the husband, my parents. I don't want nobody to talk to me. Don't call me. Don't ask me nothing. I just want to see the show. You can ask me after the show is over, but I just want to see
The show. That's right.
See how my son looking?
Scandal and Blacklist. I'm a Blacklist fan.
All right.
And so I don't watch very much TV.
Right.
But I catch Scandal, I
Yes.
catch Blacklist, and I catch Ole Miss.
Man.
That's a scandal for you.
Yeah, it is. Good gosh, man. So I appreciate you, man. Can you give all of the contact information for New Order, National Human Rights Organization, and anything that you got coming up?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, we would definitely love for everybody to join New Order because we always need help. And our contact number is 800-346-5138. That's 800-346-5138. Because we're always on every topic or every issue. We are the watchdog of the community.
Yes, indeed.
And Gerald is the president. He's doing an awesome job. Shauna, the vice president, John
Yes.
Drummond, chief of staff.
Yes.
Everybody's doing an awesome job.
Yes, they are.
And Ethel Harris, who was in today,
Yeah.
doing a wonderful.
Hometown. And we graduated from the same high school. Doggone it. That's right.
All that Ohio talk.
That's right.
I want more Mississippi talk.
There's
You
more,
got to bring them in.
there's more eyes in Mississippi than Ohio.
See.
There's one capital I, and that's in Indiana, so let's recognize
See,
I.
do you see this? Do you see the whole high rap of Indiana? We ain't talking about Indiana. Ohio. With Ohio people.
The Buckeye State.
Ohio players.
What is a Buckeye?
It's one of those little pieces of whatever that comes off the tree. It's like a whole
It's
bunch
a
of
nut.
Yeah.
It's a nut.
Like right
It's a
there.
nut that makes Wolverine sick.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
Buckeyes, a whole bunch of Buckeye trees and stuff like that. So, same as I guess Kentucky with the bluegrass state. Sometimes in the morning, the way the sun hits the grass, it does look blue. Bluegrass state.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that Dougie Fresh.
You can check me out at socialsellingtv.com. But more importantly, you can listen to the Beat Drops anytime, real time, on the TuneIn app, on your Android phone, on your iPhone 6, whatever phone, whatever's clever, whatever phone you have, there's an app for that, and it is the TheBeatDropsRadio.com, TuneIn Radio, real time, anytime, all the time. Check it out.
Yes, indeed. If you haven't done it already, make sure you go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on the F at the top. That'll take you directly to our Facebook fan page. Click a like and share that with everybody you know. Suggest it to all your friends. Follow us on Twitter at BeatDropsRadio, at BeatDropsRadio. And also my Instagram handle is Bianca_. _Burwell. Tonight, stay tuned because we got Master Christian Dog Show that's coming up in about 30 minutes.
Dog man coming up, ready to bark all over the metro.
Yes, he is. And 7 o'clock from 7 to 9 p.m. we have Full Belly Radio with Dave Tolliver and his lovelies, L. Garth and Jay Millie. So keep it locked right here on the Beat Drops Radio. We'll see you on tomorrow.